Friends, how are you today? Hi, Grandmasewhappy here. So what are you doing today? I'm sitting here doing what I can do. So many times we look at if there's situation, what we can't do. So I want to share with you, I have a friend and we were talking about the resourceful ways to do things, and she was mentioning an idea about how if you don't have that roll of paper product, that toilet paper, what is a resourceful way you can do it? Now my friends are able to do hers a little bit different because she has a sewing machine and her zigzags, does fun stitches. Mine only goes forward and back, straight stitch. But I thought, how can I still do this? So I went through my stuff and I'm cutting squares and making family cloths. And so we probably aren't going to use ours maybe for the messy stuff. But you know what? I found some fabric from when my youngest was little. This is an old t-shirt. If you stop and think about it, there used to be the joke of how many squares do you need to get the job done. Well, if you're just using it for the liquid stuff that you pee out, you don't need much. Little dab it. You can use it double if you want. You can, if you have a sewing machine, you could do double layer. If you don't, like mine will only straight stitch, and I'm using a t-shirt fabric. I figured it's not going to unravel. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to put them in a basket. We're going to try this because you know what? It will make our toilet paper last a whole lot longer. Plus, if you think about this, if you ever run out, or, you know, if budget is tight or something, how nice you've got these, you wash them, you dry them, easy peasy, easy peasy. Do you have a flannel receiving blanket? How about a lightweight receiving blanket? Or maybe a worn out washcloth? If you think about it, those wipes that people think they have to use, have you ever smelt the skin, a baby's bottom, after you use a wipe? They don't smell good. And I will tell you, with my older kids especially, I would have washcloths set aside, put a little bit of soap on there, wash their little bottom, took a hand towel, dabbed it dry, and they were there to go. Rinsed out that washcloth used, and they kept using it. These were some tips that I was told by my grandmother, my great-grandmother, older people that were older than me. But I think a lot of times these skills, these ideas have been lost. Look at that. That can do a lot of, and you know what? You wash them and dry them, or you can even hang them up. How fast would those dry? You can have a bucket. We're going to have a bucket of like vinegar water, or even if you had a bucket of like a little bit of soap in there, you could let these sit in there. When you're done using them, throw them in the wash. Or if you're someone that washes by hand and you've got a plunger type, or even just scrubbing them by hand and rinsing them out really good. Think about it. How do people do it when they don't have a wash machine? I have family members that years ago, my mom is one. She used cloth diapers, and there was a time she had no wash machine. She had to do her laundry in the bathtub. You know what? The diapers were clean. So, just encouraging you to think outside the box. What are some things you can do to be better prepared? Use your money in a better way. Boy, if I would have known of doing this a long time ago, I wouldn't be spending money on so much toilet paper. And you know what? If you have a sewer like we do, that saves that much more going down in the septic. So I just want to challenge you. What are some ways, what are some different ideas that you can do? How about paper towels? Do you have some washcloths that you can, have you ever seen those really thin ones? Use those for instead of paper towels. Use a dishcloth instead of a paper towel. There's a lot of people that use like pretty kitchen washcloths or the thin washcloths. They even use them for a napkin. Throw it in the wash. So anyways, just sharing. Think outside the box. I've got to get back to this because you know what? What happens if they have to go potty? I want to be prepared. Till next time, Grandma's So Happy here. Bye. By the way, I wanted to add something. If you're wanting to do family cloths and you're worried about if you're going to use them for your stools, the messy stuff, how about using a dark fabric? Yep, you can even use an old sock cut up. So instead of going into franticville, instead of getting all stressed out, use your brain. Be wise. Have fun with it. And be resourceful.